So what is up, guys? Today we are tackling the MuraKumo deck profile. Everything has been gathered to test this deck out at its fullest. Let's talk about the trigger layout real quick. Shirayuki is a heal. Magetsu is a draw. Freaking Zanbaku is a stand trigger. We need 2 stands in this deck. And I say this because as aggressive as we get, we still need that extra push for final turn. We can draw as much as we want, but due to the intercept game always being so high, we gotta make use of our units. So I didn't even get the ride chain, which sucked. So let's try to kind of mess with that a little bit. Okay, still didn't get the ride chain. I'm still getting, like, nothing. Still got to work for it. So we'll see what happens here. And I drew one of my stands, so I'm already out of the stand triggers. Happens. It's not easy. But now I have something to copy for certain combo plays, and I'll explain that in a sec. So with MuraKumo dropping, obviously there was a lot more of debating how you go about it. Obviously, some units you use, some units you don't. You possibly don't even run the 9K unit. You possibly run just an extra 10K. Why not? 10K is good enough. I mean, I run all 4 12Ks, obviously, because it's still a Magu deck, where they can profit off the 12s. And every time we fight spikes in our deck profiles, we usually get these types of moments. No! Hopefully I top deck the G2, because if I top deck the G2, I have combos. G2 is usually good enough. Nope, just PG. I'm having a really good game of drawing my PGs right now. I mean, I could just keep the 12K shield, but we'll work with what we have right now. I healed. I guess I could have got my 2 damage in. So now I regret that. Sad face. As the man gets a draw trigger right back. Yikes. It's like Shirayuki likes to work as a heal way too much. Trying to find that heal balance. So Zanbaku. Sadly, Magetsu doesn't have animation, which is kind of depressing. I was really hoping for an animation for our Dragon Boy here. But not even Zanbaku. I mean, just steal it from the Vanguard V series if you need to. Anything will do. Yay, draw trigger. Ugh, Persona Blast. I mean, woohoo, but ugh. Terrible. I don't even have a unit to actually target with, so that's why I'm like saying ew. Now it's really ew. So there's going to be a time where I actually do ride Magetsu Storm, or try to pull off a play. An aggressive type of play. It just depends where this turn goes. We have 12K beat sticks, so we can use those. Alright, so he's playing old PGs. That's good. Don't even want a Persona Blast because I need more units. Still don't get a draw trigger because I drew like most of them already. I drew most of my draw triggers. I didn't even go through most of my plays, you know. And now I'm stuck with a 1K shield, but this I'll debate where I go from here. I mean, I definitely want to use the 12K shield to my advantage. But yeah, we got to see where this goes real quick, because I don't know what he can be playing. Well, I force his Bracky at least. I mean, he's not searching for a PG yet, because I guess he's not ready. Lucifer only goes up to 1900, right? No, it's just a normal 16K. Okay. Good to know. So let's see what happens here. And I'm out of stands. So all my aggressive plays, dead. Every single one, dead. So that sucks. That's fine. He's gonna hit a trigger anyways, and then I'm like really dead. It's been a very nerf version of spikes. So I'm out of stands, so obviously I'm out of all the aggressive plays. 3 draw triggers left to actually make a play happen, and I still need a booster to make anything happen. A booster, and there we go, drawing one of my draws again. Alrighty, so... The only issue is I definitely need to hit a trigger if I want to do anything remotely interesting. My Magetsu doesn't get anything interesting yet. I mean, if I hit a trigger, possibly, I mean, I should just go for my heal, because in the end, this is the same type of play that's going to happen regardless. See? Still the same play regardless of what happens, so I healed, which is good. Now we'll see what happens here. No trigger? Awesome. Swing again. Push him again. Bam. Awesome. Everything's going to plan. Everything's working. All my attacks are going through. Would I have not wanted to play my Magagetsu? Of course not. Because I need another Magagetsu to actually do a combo play where I swing twice at the Vanguard, which made Magagetsu easy Persona Blasting that let you attack again. So we'll see how this Lucifer play plays out, because obviously I have a bunch of G3s, and he might leave them alone. I wanna assume we're gonna leave him alone, but we'll see. I'm sad because I'm out of stands. Number one rule, I am sad we are out of stand triggers. That is not what I wanted. I mean, he could go get this last PG from his deck if he needs it, or he has all of his PGs, but why doesn't he just go search for everything else, you know? So obviously he doesn't want me getting 10k boosters, because 10k boosters really kill his plays. He'd rather wait till he can find his opening, which I don't blame. It's a smart play in general. He's gonna heal. I haven't seen a heal check in a while. He's playing a weird spike deck. I haven't seen Jelly Bean. I haven't seen anything. This feels very old school. But I'm glad I healed. Had a good time. I just didn't hit a draw trigger. But like I said, if I had a booster or a Magagetsu unit, I would definitely have some priorities. And another draw trigger where I actually draw the 12k beat stick. So, I'm going to hold on to the Magagetsu card because I never know when I'm going to need it. Since all of his units are kind of weak here, I can do a lot. So we're going to go for that play. That care of attack. So swing, swing, swing. My draw triggers are never going off correctly. That is a fact. I mean, I'm about to hit them, but apparently he just doesn't want to let me hit Limit Break. Because obviously if I hit Limit Break, I get a bunch of 10k units. Because right now I'm just saving up my Magagetsu. I can CB2, call 2 units, and I'm good again. He is buying himself some good time, actually. He's not playing like stupid. He's buying himself some good time because he's still looking for cards. He still needs his technique. He needs boosters. So he's going to grab his last PG, I guess. I'm trying to hold on to this just in case I draw a booster for a Magagetsu play. But we'll see. Devil Summoner goes off. Oh, now he plays Jelly Bean. Now I see it. Okay, he's going to heal. Oh, God. He's going to heal. Oh, God. After that Devil Summoner, they usually heal. That's not good. Alright, so that becomes a big booster for him. Well, Devil Summoner can't hit any of my units, but if he hits a trigger, he can. But he's going to be giving me, you know, a thing. I mean, it's smart to do that, but in the end, I still have units to really attack with. I mean, that's what I don't understand. He's kind of wasting stuff, if that makes sense. I mean, it's not like he won't hit a trigger, you know. He may have shoveled his heal, he could hit it still. Or he's going to hit it as a 5th damage heal, and we'll see what happens. I mean, he has a PG in his hand, so he's really trying to save up some cards. Calls in a Dudley. Okay. So I gotta go for a game somehow, and there is a way to go for game. I just have to play to an extent. I got all my PGs. That was nice. This giving me just 2 units in general is good. Because I can attack with both these units. And I have 3 PGs, so I don't even have to be stupid about it. Because we already know he's going to get like a 6 damage heal, possibly. I mean, I have 3 PGs, so he's only going to be like 1 attack. Yeah, pretty much 1 attack, and that's pretty much it. Unless I just kill, you know, Lucifer here, make him lose a target. You know what I'm saying? Because I have 3 PGs. I mean, I take away a card, then he loses a Lucifer effect. So I'm going to do that instead, you know? And I still get to keep a unit for an extra turn, so we can go off that too. And I have 3 PGs, so why would I want to risk a game where, you know, he actually got to keep a card? You know what I'm saying? So we had Emperor. So I could have went for game, pretty much. I just ruined myself here. So we'll see what happens. I did ruin myself because now he will win because he only had like the 1 PG. But I just wanted to be smart just in case he did try to just maintain his Lucifer plays. But it's not like he can do a lot of damage. Yeah, it's only going to be like 1 damage. At best, that's like an intercept game. You know what I'm saying? At best, it's an intercept game. Maybe he drew his heel because his deck got thinned out to an extent. All right, since I got to keep a Magagetsu Storm, I can do stuff, which is good. Calling that's going to be my go-to unit. I mean, I have enough CB to do it, so. So it's usually like 2 10Ks, and then you do like the nice Persona Blast play. So if he top decked a PG, pretty much, like this Persona Blast just kind of works in my favor. Call another ninja. And hopefully we hit a trigger just in case. There we go. In case 6 damage heal happens. Magagetsu! Attaku! I got a bad feeling about this. Please don't have a heal sack. For the love of God. Thank God. That's the first heal is scary. The second heal makes you question life. So I could have went for game actually, and he wouldn't have gotten a 6 damage heal. So that says a lot. But you know, try to play it to an extent where like, oh, maybe he just has that card. He doesn't want to summon any other unit. So something like that in between. But I drew all my stands, so I lost every aggressive play for that turn. But Magagetsu is a really nice unit in general. You don't technically lose units. That's why it doesn't. You can play it like those stand triggers. 2 stands is good. You still need draws to get your intercept game, but it's always good when he calls you those 2 boosters because that gives you extra attack power. That gives you that extra, you know, push that you're looking for. So let's go again. And it's a VP farmer, possibly. Apparently that was a VP farmer, so let's get back to this. So I actually run Musashi in this build because Musashi actually does provide a lot of backup support for the extra attacking. Since he does become a 12K, he can save your booster plays for your other Magagetsu unit so they can get the boost and attack the Vanguard. That's why I do like Musashi. He's going to be replaced regardless. He's just there to knock out those 12K shields so you're good to go. Still no ride chain. Half of the ride chain. Let's see if I can... Alright, I like this card a lot. This card actually helps you get aggressive with your opponent. I like this because this can push your opponent to like 3 damage almost, depending on your plays. And if they're not playing intercepts. So let's see how this plays out, actually. Ride chain would be nice. Because usually when you get a copy of the G2, because the ride chain's so perfect, once you have the G2, you kind of set up every combo you can imagine when it comes to MuraKumo. And just like that, I lost everything. Ask a man how to lose everything. That's how you do it. That is definitely how you lose everything. That is a big sad face. Oh boy. Just one of those big, big sad moments. I lost one of my stand triggers too, but I mean, Zanbaku would be good in this type of matchup due to break riding. But, you know, if your opponent's playing draw turbo, break riding's pretty freaking easy these days. So there's that. Especially when gold's legit, you know, plus a lot too, so. Oh, that's freaking peachy. 2,400. My God. And there goes a whiffed heal. Alright. Well, now I get part one of the right chain, but it ain't worth it anymore. That lost its value a long time ago. I think I just took 2 hits, and that's that. No more, no less. So this is why I kind of like the Oboro card, because this is going to kind of help me get my itty bitty push. Kind of save myself from that freaking crit check. Yikes. Alright, drawing another G2 makes me happy because that sets me up for plays. So that is good. Now what I can do is... Well, that wastes combo potential, but I do have this G1, so I guess it's not too bad. I'm going to make a copy of that G2. So I have a little bit of an aggressive play style going here. I do have one more stand in the deck. That's why, you know, I sometimes like to go for these types of attacks first. Go Dragon. Even though I lose kind of like my Persona Blast plays, but it's okay. I still had to get a push in. Whoop, see ya. I mean, he was going to Blaster Blade Liberated regardless of the situation. And still, my intercept game is terrible. So he has one Blaster Blade Liberator. He's going to use his Marin to do some damage, apparently. Or not. He could. Save himself some units. See, riding Zanbaku wouldn't be bad, but I might be throwing away a possible good push. It just depends. Because it looks like he doesn't have a lot of cards, so if I push him to break riding, it'll be okay. Let's see what happens. We could push him to break ride. That's the thing. Needs to draw trigger, but again, draw triggers. But we could make him discard a card. And discarding a card just meant nothing. Okay, we're not riding Zanbaku anymore. He just legit got back-to-back triggers. Would have loved a heal check. I don't get an intercept. I just get freaking shafted here. No intercepts at all. I'm dead. Are you kidding? And that's a free Blaster Blade Liberator, too. Even if I got an intercept, I was dead. One, two. I don't even have an intercept, so nothing I do is going to matter this turn. If I heal, I'll be lucky, honestly. They get a stand trigger. Because even if he hits a trigger, I have to prep for 2 damage anyways, you know? See what I mean? The thought that counts, huh? The fact that I have 2 PGs isn't going to save me from the fact I'm dead. Period. I'm dead. If I healed, I would have had a chance. Small window, but I didn't. But it was a good game to kind of show that little push. That little stand trigger always comes in handy when you need it for your pretty much your ninjas, your MuraKumos. But I'm glad I got 2 PGs. Maybe if I get a 6 damage heal, I might live. We'll see. I'm not hoping for much. I'm dead either way. Hoping for a 6 damage heal, but I know I'm not going to get it. That was a good game, honestly. I mean, that was good enough for a push damage, you know? Alright, he hits a crit. That's game. And if I get a 6 damage heal, I actually could win this. Which is funny. We'll see. Oh boy. That's game. At least he didn't double heal. Hopefully I heal here. If I heal here, I actually have a chance to do something cool. I have a chance. Nope, dead. If that was a heal, I could have went for another big play, but he got it. 2 back-to-back triggers, all to Blaster Blade. He got like really good solid 2 attacks, and what can I do against plot armor? But MuraKumo is actually not bad for their worth. I mean, Magetsu is a great push unit, regardless of what happens. I did legit push him to almost that final hit. If he didn't have the PG, I would have won, but he did, so I lost, and I didn't heal out of my situation. Always the other hard part in this game is intercepts, so that's why it's always good to have your intercept game prepped. But it's sometimes tricky to get that intercept game. And I mean that. It really is. It's a hassle. So let's see how we do against Emmy. Too many Ouroboros cards, actually. I guess I could save 1. There we go. Ride chain. Oh, don't be a VP farmer. You gotta be fucking with me, man. Be real, please. I just got a freaking awesome hand. Please be real. For the love of God, please be a real opponent. Please ride on top of Wendell. Don't do this to me. I have a great hand right now. I'm going to be so pissed if you screw me over right now. I will murder you. I finally got the ride chain. I have the perfect combo. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Be real. For the love of God, just be a real opponent. I have the ride chain, for Christ's sakes. I can do so much. Yes, okay, let's go. Thank God. We're okay. We got a match, boys. Let's make it happen. Finally, ride chain match. Okay, let's see how powerful the ride chain is during these types of matches. And this ride chain is going to be a real bitch. Let me tell you, this is going to hurt him a lot. Give it a sec. As I whiff a heal. It's okay. I'm glad it's a real opponent, which means this is real stuff. Let's keep it real. Thank God it wasn't a VP farm. Now we can do everything we set out to do. And now I got Magetsu. Awesome. I got every single card I need for this combo. This is going to be an easy 3 damage push. Very easy. Very simple and very clean. And we'll just make a copy of that. There we go. 3 damage guaranteed. You want to improvise those rush plays? You can. In case I hit that stand trigger. Sweet. That was just in case the stand trigger happened. Nice hits. Nice hits all around, boys. I'll take this and that. Thank you. So now I have a Persona Blast play in a sense that I can actually do some work. That's good. That's how you rush a 5K. So if you're fighting E-Rads, guess what? You get to push them hard. You push them hard when they run that Blazing Phoenix because they thought it was cool. Old school Perla plays are good enough. Draw 2 cards, soul charge, draw 2 cards. Old school Perla always works. Turn a Karen. Oh, yeah, it's perfect. It's the perfect time to draw 3 cards. Uh-oh. One of those decks, huh? I was going to draw that PG. Probably got some really good draws in right there. Turn Karen and draw another card. Positives. Big, big positives. So Pearly and Karen are a thing too, guys. Never forget that. Alrighty. Good thing is I still have my boosters, so yay. Still got my 2 stands, so that gives me more options, so on and so forth. G1's good. G1's always good to see. Place that booster right there. Definitely going to save that G1 for a different type of Persona Blast turn. I know I'm possibly going to heal and regret this, but we'll see. Will I regret it? Yep, now I regret it. Because then I could have just made another... Damn it, I could have made such an attack column. I am so upset. That would have been 2,500, enough to swing. Oh, I missed an opportunity to really get at him. Oh, my God. Yeah, I stopped. Oh, my God, that would have been a solid play, but I fucked it up. That would have been a 2 damage hit right there. But I think I was saving it just in case. Didn't want to do anything nuts. Didn't want to do anything too crazy now. Don't kill yourself off too short. But yes, I could have done something a lot more crazier than what you just saw. But we'll see how this goes. Because that would have guaranteed a PG out of his hand. My only thing is I still have one more stand trigger, so that can come in clutch. We'll see. Yeah, you can do internal out of Pacifico. Why not? I pushed you hard. That was a good hard push. So I missed my chance to hit a freaking PG, which would have been great, but I can still do it again. I'll just be able to smack 2 PGs. Maybe I was planning. Who knows? I'm a freaking turd nugget here. I always thought I didn't have a PG for some reason, but I do, so that's good. Should return Karen too. Get some extra draws. Oh boy. Thank you, PG. Damn it, I never get G2s in time. I always get shafted on my G2s. Always. Another cart. Awesome. Let me just retire that, actually. Doesn't really matter which Magu I bring in, because no matter what, the 7K is coming in regardless. So maybe I hit that restand, maybe I don't. We'll see what happens. I think the restand definitely sets me up for a big final turn push. I never get a lot of G2s in this deck. I don't know why. It seems to be my only issue. Sono Blasto. Play the 7K. Strike of a Ninja. I healed, but it's not going to be enough. And he doesn't have a PG. Awesome. Real game, real works. Let's go. Swing, swing, swing. So yeah, very good deck. Honestly, MuraKumo definitely brings the hot. I'm glad that wasn't a VP farmer, because you gotta see how the Raichain really like functions as a very good portion of the deck right there. So there's that. All right, let's get one more round in, and then we'll kind of show you everything that you need on a need-to-know basis. Battle of Clans. I mean, I know they don't really get to paralyze anything because Mangetsu just replaces whatever like goes. So I have part 2 of the Raichain. Let me see if I can get part 1. If not, I will accept my fate. I do like to save Ouroboros just in case, but should I take the gamble on the Raichain? I don't think so. And without further ado, I lost my heal check for a draw check. Always happens. Always will. Always have. Always will and always have been like this. Alright, it's a real Mega Colony, I guess. I don't know. He ran out of time. I don't know if it's a real opponent yet. But we'll see. We shall see, boys. Might. Wait and see. Alright, it's a real opponent. Let's go. Alright, last match, boys, and that should be a deck profile for the day. I think I got like 4 matches in. Besides that Aichi one, like, legit murdering me. And then, like, the other matches weren't, like, too bad. Weird Spike Brothers and this, but most of those games is legit depending on how your hand looks for most of those games as well, so not all as bad. Yay, Raichain! Oh, when the Raichain happens, you know you're going to have a great game. Seriously, you will. Alright, let's see if we can get the G3 out of the deck. If not, G2 it is. G2 it is. I'll take it. I shall take it. That's going to be 1,800, and I'm going to need like a 1,900 column, so... So I just had to make some room in my hand in case I get hit with like a draw sack, so I wanted to be careful. Let's see what we get now, friends. Paralyzing versus MuraKumo. I don't think paralysis has any effect on MuraKumo, actually. So, yeah. Well, like I said, this deck is... I mean, MuraKumo is a really, really fun clan you can use. There's a lot of stuff you can do with it. Shirayuki's your best backup ride in the end, in case you don't get any of this Raichain nonsense. But, yeah, you go for the big plays that you feel like you can muster up. And if you draw your heals, well, there you go. Shirayuki's technically your other PG. That's a heal check. Da-da-da. Alright, big issue here. I don't like it when they're 10k units. 10k units make it very unlikely to go aggressive. Big issues. Big issues. Uh-oh. Draw trigger. That's not good. That's not good at all. But let's see what happens. I got a lot of Maga Getsu Storms, but that means I have a lot of rush play when it comes to fighting Mega Colony. So let's see what happens. Ow. That hurt. Now, if he doesn't paralyze my AK unit, I'll be okay with that, because that just means I get 2 units to really smack around. I'm really trying to keep like a type of Persona Blast play, because those are more important for most of the games. So you try to look out for that too. Wow, that's 2 of my G2 bears. My tigers, my ninja tigers. My beautiful tigers. So it really doesn't matter if he stunned that unit. He's having a hard time keeping up with the battle time. He's having a hard time keeping up with the battle time for sure. Okay. Alright, so in the end I was going to get my PG, which is dope. One, two. And this is where my little buddy comes in handy. Love this cart. Just make a copy. Now my connection's unstable? How? I was about to say. That's my connection unstable. I'm actually playing on Wi-Fi here. There we go. So not at all. That guy can swing first. It really doesn't matter who swings. Both the columns are equally undefensive against most of this, so all columns are kind of trigger reliant anyways. Just in case I hit a restand, that would have been at least a nice 22 column. And I wouldn't have hit either way, so it's good to save your stand triggers. I'll take that back. And you can send that away. Now, did I want that to happen? Possibly not. But I could just play a big intersect game again later. Just trying to get him to, like, attack me in a sense. But we shall see. We shall see. As long as I kept, like, one in the hand, I mean, now I'm going to play both my intercepts. Unless he just times out, and then we have to do another freaking round, because people's internet is weird. Yeah, it's looking like another round. Oh, no. He's trying to rush it. Master Beetle. Come on, rush. Come on, get your plays out. Come on. We're trying to test the full force of the Mega Colony. And just hit battle phase. There you go. Buy yourself some time. Oh my god, if he keeps healing like that, I am definitely not going to win this match anytime soon. That is a free 15k beat stick. Yikes. Where are you, heal trigger? Alright, I got another PG, which is great. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Oh, now I get Shirayuki. Okay. But right now I don't need her yet, so we're going to wait on her. I'm doing it like this because I'm about to, you know, swing with like two of these guys. Oh my god, freaking draws, man. The fact that I got a damn stand trigger makes me upset. Which means I just need a little bit more juice. So I might have to play Shirayuki apparently because, I mean, I have the PGs and I can make another copy of her. Yeah, it's starting to look that way. And her effect will automatically activate, meaning there's a definite defense coming in. Okay, sure. Not like that matters, but okay. I mean, it does kind of matter because of the damage checking and all that, but we'll see. Yeah, that's why I can make another Magu Storm play if I need to. You know, just to actually get a swing in. But if I have to go on a defensive route, I will. You know. If I have to go defensive, I can. I'm going to be wasting CB doing it, but I could even heal, so I can change up the strategy in this game. So this is when we decide, like, so should we change up the strat now, knowing where this match is going? Possibly, yes. We should. Let the defense ride, you know? Because giving ourselves that extra kind of PG support is good enough. I mean, I like a good extra attack, but it's definitely time to use Shirayuki for this play. That's going to be coming to my hand, so we're good there. Swing, swing, swing. And I have like 2 CB to actually, you know, do it. So I'm not too worried right now, but I did need the booster just in case. And I healed. Got him. Close game there. And actually, this will be our first match with Shirayuki as the Vanguard, since we changed it up. Too bad the effect activates automatically. But it's good, because then you're pretty much saving yourself some PGs. You'll use some intercepts or something like that. I mean, you're mostly just sacking 1, but yeah. It's playing draw turbo, so minus 20,000 is minus 20,000. Just sucks it auto activates, but I did heal, so it's all Gucci here. We had to start using Shirayuki somehow. We had to find her window, but it's good. Because a lot of units I'm using are legit, you know, 12k units, big units. I mean, that's how I get away with most of my plays. So apparently you might have 2 PGs. That could be an issue. Sonar Blast. Minus 20,000. Why aren't you dead? Because if I top deck another Shirayuki, it just means that's extra juice for me to win with. But I will need an intercept now, or I lose. An intercept saves me. Anything else kills me. But I will need an intercept to kind of win this match. The only good thing is he did not heal, which is good. And he's going to time out a second time and get DQ'd. Draw trigger. Oh my god, Magu Getsu Storm. Actually, he timed out, but I think I would have won that match either way. I mean, we won't know the outcome. But it looks like we would have gotten it kind of in the sense that we could have done a Magu Getsu play since we had the Persona Blast, which means we gave ourselves an extra attack. So we would have guaranteed ourselves pretty much 2 attacks on the Vanguard. We would have sacked our PG. It was the 5th damage, and we would have went for game. Could have possibly 6 damage healed. Who knows? But I think I would have taken that as a win condition for me. But we did get to use Shirayuki before the dude timed out. So let's go over the deck, because that was at least 4 matches. Honestly, the gold match was sacky. It's very sacky. And the other matches were kind of more like fair advantage for like how the deck would play, with like a less trigger layout for most of the plays that your opponent was getting off. But yeah, this is how the deck should be made in a sense. All 10Ks, 12Ks, big units. 4 of the ride chain. Always have 4 of the ride chain. You can run this if you do miss the ride chain. Maybe snipe a Forerunner you don't like, and you can miss the ride chain if you can risk it. Always. This unit, as you saw, has helped you with a lot of plays. It sets you up. This gives you a Shadow Clone you love, and does extra damage for you. It's that extra attack. It's that extra unit you're missing, but this unit gives you that extra step for you, so you could do extra plays. I like that. Shirayuki as the heal is perfect. You draw this, play it, make a copy, come to your hand. You're at 4th damage. Maybe you heal to 3 and you don't lose the effect. And then your opponent really loses his crap because now he couldn't push you to 5 because you minus 20,000. So that's pretty cool too. 4 Magu Getsus, just because you need this. This is good push damage. This is that extra attack you're looking for. This sets you up. The only issue is they are very limited because there's only a G1 and a G2 and himself. So you have to play to a certain extent where if it is final damage and he didn't have a great intercept, smack all those PGs. Go for it. Go for a big game turn. But that's the whole point of the right chain. So you do have the G2 to do a play like that. That's why you have some 10K boosters. That's why you won't be without boosters. You'll always have big boosters ready to fight for you. And that's why the Persona Blast would work for you in the end. Musashi is needed for a lot of reasons. It's a 12K unit that doesn't need to attack a Vanguard. As long as you have more units, he becomes 12k. This helps you with kind of even your restand plays. The fact that this attacks a Tracy or anything higher than 10k is good enough to set up Magugetsu's ultimate play, where he plays the other unit so you can boost with the back row, so you don't miss a chance to miss a beat on extra attacking your opponent. That's why I like Musashi. I run 2 Zanbakus because I need 2 stand triggers. As you can tell, the stands work, actually. They actually come in clutch for some reason. They'll help you. Obviously, that Aichi player had a PG. I wasn't going to win. I didn't have enough intercept game. But the stand came in clutch, and I pushed this man really hard, which made the stand trigger worthwhile due to the fact I was hitting 2700, period. I like that. I like that a lot. That's what makes it a really great deck. And obviously 4 stealth 12Ks of these, because the 12K boosted by the 9K. If your opponent plays a 6K Vanguard, 5K Vanguard, your rush play is going to be 3 damage guaranteed due to the boosters surpassing most of the drive checking. Because you will. It's almost like hitting like Trumpeter, like the G06K. Something like that. 1 8K because you need it. It's good. 7, make magic numbers. Yeah, for this, 4 PGs. But that should conclude your guys' deck profile on MuraKumo. I gave you the gist of the deck. I show you the really big strats with it, how you go about it. My hands were terrible, so I had to make it work for me. So, without further ado, guys, thanks for watching. I'm glad I could bring you this deck file first and foremost on release day. I hope you enjoy MuraKumo. I hope you play this deck. It is really awesome to play. Very good aggressive plays at the start if you're going first. That's what makes them really good, actually. It's because at the start of the turn, you already have everything you kind of need prepped. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for always being there, following, and on this journey of Vanguard. We always get all the cards, and we will deck profile the crap out of it. Thanks for watching.